Pardon me?
You can taste salt dripping from your
I need
fucking
to talk
face.
to you about that drink.
Which one?
Thanks for the drink.
Yeah.
And I drank the drink.
But you don't like
Fucking dirty.
Really?
I like
sorry.
it.
I thought it was quite nice.
It's a weird taste, man. It lingers.
I think it's
I
really
think
nice.
it's the ginger in it.
Yeah,
It's
you
not
don't like
the rum.
ginger,
I'd
do you?
never blame the rum.
Are you a ginger?
I thought me I did.
I saw a ginger guy today in a van. He
Didn't look very happy.
at all.
Yeah.
He was really pissed off.
ginger.
He was
Exactly.
really red.
Mm.
And he was
Would you be happy?
Well, I used to be super pale skinned. I did, but I don't know if it's anything to do with going to Thailand. But I tan quite well now.
I'm dead pale.
Yeah.
Because I don't go out in the sun. Fuck
And when you do, it's just like.
Yeah, it's a fucking out and in job. For
Yeah.
me. You know what I mean?
Well, there's a technique apparently to tanning, and it's
Staying in the sun.
no, it's 20 minutes out, half an hour break. 20 minutes out, half an hour break. So long as you do
I like
that, because when the sun started coming out, because I know I'm pale as shit as well. If I'm in my nan's garden or something where the sun shines all day, I'll be out for 20 minutes and I'll literally time myself and I'll just go back in for 30 minutes in the shade. You know what I mean?
Well, have you got
I like it
a-
because your mind's occupied
a line?
waiting for those 20 minutes, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So, like, you're part of it. Yeah, no, I like
Yeah.
that.
Oh
I'll
yeah,
give that a go,
yeah.
mate. What?
Do you know
Oh,
my
line.
band member Jack? You know Jack Alice, yeah,
Yes.
mate. Is because he works outside, right? And he has this thing that I call it what's its arms, because if he takes his top off, we went Blackpool last year, yeah, do this fucking music video, and Jack, he looked like orange on the top, yeah, and it looked like it was orange from the arm, from this part of the arm down, yeah, and it looked like he'd just gone into a giant bag of what's its, yeah, and then couldn't reach the bottom, and then like dunked his head and something like, you know what I mean? Honestly, mate, if you see Jack ever take his top off, which like I don't know, you
He's
probably
a good
won't.
guy,
Like,
man.
yeah.
He's a fucking sound guy, man.
Has Jack got red hair?
Jack's pretty urban, isn't he? Yeah. Yeah.
A bit red, like.
Pretty open.
Auburn.
Yeah.
I thought it was like pure brown, like me.
No, I don't know. He looks like, do you know, Jack reminds me of, do you know Ratatouille, the film?
Yeah, well,
Do you know Linguini?
sick film.
Joe Linguini. Don't Jack look like Linguini?
Oh, I know what you mean, the chef.
In fact, can we pull that up?
Ratatouille
Yeah,
is
yeah.
a chef.
Yeah,
But I know what you mean.
Just type in Linguini on your phone.
How do you spell that?
Linguini.
Literally how it sounds, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm sure it's got a little like, you know the.
No. Yeah, Ratatouille.
A little linguini.
Hey. Jack Alice. Jack Alice.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
mate.
I
Yeah.
see it.
Innit?
I see it.
I see it.
Yeah, man.
It's there.
Does he know that?
Yeah, I know.
Did he point it out?
Every time it's his birthday, I always
Remind him.
yeah, send a photo like.
So do you know Jack then? You know
Yeah,
Jack?
yeah.
Well,
yeah.
that was Jack on Saturday. Jack was on form.
He's going to watch this and think, I don't know him.
He does.
He's a good
Yeah.
guitar player, isn't he?
Fucking is.
Yeah,
man.
it's solid
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to have 10 o'clock chemical on the 10th podcast because obviously we
He
like
gets
them.
some
Yeah,
good
yeah,
tones
yeah.
on his
Yeah, yeah.
guitar.
Take the
spe-
spotlight.
on that Telecaster, he gets some good tones.
He's
doesn't
got a shit amp though.
Yeah, you see him live, mate. With 10 o'clock chemical. He's fucking brilliant,
he?
isn't he, Jack?
Definitely. Always been impressed when I've seen him. Definitely.
Jack's interesting because if you ever actually go into a studio and record with him, he gets dead nervy and shaky, like he's crazy,
No.
and he ends up stepping out a beat. It just
Yeah, but that's
doesn't.
mad though, isn't it? You can play live in front of
Yeah,
people like.
yeah. But as soon as we play a gig, he's just shit hot, like, and he's just so on form.
It's,
It's weird though, isn't it? Because you'd think, but I think because in his mind he's just like so gig moded.
So he's alright when he's rehearsing.
Hmm?
He can still do it rehearsing.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just in a studio.
But he always does better when we actually play live.
Mm.
It's crazy.
I feel like I'm a bit like that, you know. I get nervous for recording.
Really?
I don't know if it's because I haven't done it much, but like when it's game on, isn't it?
Yeah.
When
Yeah,
performing,
it's
Yeah.
the moment. That's your moment to shine, especially if you've got a good crowd.
Mm.
If there's not many people there, you might feel nervous, but
That's what makes gigs awkward sometimes. If you walk in and the vibe's just like, oh, it's a bit
More
clicky in
intimate,
here.
like,
But when you
yeah,
record-
yeah,
but when-
yeah,
It affects your movement and the way like you sort of posture
Yeah.
yourself on stage, doesn't it?
I get
Yeah.
more nervous when it's empty than I do when it's full.
Same man.
Do
Or,
you?
or when you're
Yeah.
recording, you've got like your bandmates just sitting there watching you do your bit, and it's like that's
I don't think that's
a bit more.
that's not a concern to you, is it?
Is it?
Because
I'm
you're
talking
I'm
Oh, yeah.
okay with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what I'm doing,
Yeah,
but it's when rooms are empty that I struggle. But I think everyone does.
Yeah.
It's just one of them things.
I like it when people don't care, because if it's just a small room, then not many people are there for the music, obviously, because there's no one there.
yeah.
But they don't give a shit, so it doesn't matter, does it?
You
can just
can't
do
base a
do
band
your
on
thing.
how many people turn up to every gig. I
Yeah.
don't think, because bands, if you're an artist or you're a band or an artist, you're always going to get gigs that are good and gigs that are bad. And I think if it's the bands that have the bad gigs and then they'll think, oh, this is not going well, and then they'll think, oh, fuck this or whatever. It's the bands that can get through that and then have another good gig that do well.
Yeah.
Well, how many bands have you been on, mate? Because we've got
So you know quite a bit about playing in bands.
quite a list, do you?
Can we just start by introducing who you are as well? Because tonight we're having like 2 siblings in, aren't we? Because
We
you
are.
2 brothers and sisters. So you are.
I'm Grant Foster.
I'm Georgia Foster.
No, you're not.
No, yeah,
How are you?
literally, Yeah, man.
Where did the
Double
Klee come
barrel,
from?
innit?
Where did the Klee come from?
That's a middle
Georgia
name.
Klee,
Yeah.
Carter, Foster. It's like my
Ah,
parents
so-
got bored when they were naming me, so
okay.
they kept on adding. You know what I mean?
Okay, get on. So let's talk about these bands that Wes just mentioned, man.
Yeah, there's been a few. I'm sure we've got a list.
There's a list.
I'm sure we've got a list.
Who we got?
Right, so this is what I've wrote down. We started off with Callahan, but there was a band before that, wasn't there?
There was the first band, the Rat Race.
Yeah.
That was like a punk band,
No.
heavy punk band.
No.
Reliving the old times. We weren't that good, you know. and
Brad Gurney and that.
yeah. Well, we thought we were good,
Hmm.
but I think everybody's first band does. But
Yeah.
I'll be honest. One thing I will say, that when we were with the Rat Race and we didn't really have that much, or we didn't really have that. I mean, we got a good following, but that was because we were in college and school and things like that, and you just know so many people at the time. But one person who came in the gigs and pushed us and told us was Ben Nixon, man.
Wow.
Oh, seriously?
Every
Yeah.
time, man.
And that's when I first met him. And that,
Starting the podcast
yeah.
straight off with a plug-in for
With
Mr. Budding entrepreneur Ben Nixon.
But he'll tell
Shout out.
He'll tell you that himself. He
does, mate.
Yeah,
Ben.
He used to come down gigs, even places like the Old Sal. He came on at the Old Sal. He's like, Grant, I'm liking this. You need to do this. You need
Yeah.
to do this. And
So how long ago was this then?
This-
How long ago?
Roughly
Years,
8
man,
years
yeah,
ago.
yeah.
8 years ago.
Was
8?
it?
Yeah.
What?
Fucking hell.
8 years?
Maybe
Jesus.
7. Maybe 7.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Skinny Pigs era.
It may
No,
have
that
been.
was 10 years ago.
I think it was. I
sort
think
of-
it was like the Translucid area, or just
Yeah,
when that was
that'll be just
starting.
after.
Or
Mm.
yeah,
Yeah.
Fucking hell, man. How old are you?
I'm 26 years old.
I'm only 25.
I thought
Yeah.
you were
I'm only-
27.
I'm only 1 year
To
behind
be
you, man.
honest, you didn't come into the scene with us lot.
Yeah.
Like, till what, 3 years ago?
You popped up
Something
out of
like that,
nowhere,
yeah.
you did.
Did I?
Who are you?
I'm fucking...
I mean, we
Some cunt.
have been doing this for quite a long time. I mean, it was a breath of fresh air when you turned up, I'll be honest. But
Yeah, oh, nice one, man. I was around when during the Translucid era and even the Skinny Pigs era. I was in a band called Friday Street.
You
It was
support-
like,
you supported
yeah,
Skinny Pigs,
we
didn't
supported you guys, didn't we?
Yeah.
And after we
did,
did that, yeah, there was like this Facebook thing going on, and everyone's like, yeah, Friday Street blew Skinny Pigs out the water, and that's
Oh,
yeah,
they did, didn't they?
absolutely, mate. It's where I met Wes, yeah,
What-
and I never knew I met Wes.
Oh, God, was it?
What was the story, Wes? You thought I was a dick, didn't you?
Yeah. Still do.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, but
No, I think Ben got you supporting the Pigs, didn't he? And
yeah,
then-
because Ben, like you said, he used to come to like all the shitty gigs
Yeah.
that we were doing.
yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, do you fancy supporting us at Sugar Mill?" And we'd never played Sugar Mill before, and I was
Aw.
just like, "Yeah,
Aw.
fuck yeah!" Like,
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Oh, right, you too
100%,
cute,
yeah.
man.
Ben's got me on so many gigs. He's one of the main people who's got me decent
And he'll
gigs.
carry on doing it, mate,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
the
yeah.
stuff he's promoting now, mate, any outfit you do, Ben's in on it, you'll want to know about it,
I
Ben
mean,
will.
we've had a message recently, but we can't talk about it.
Oh, so why did you just bring it up?
I
then?
know, yeah, you're one of those people,
Yeah,
innit?
aye.
Yeah, no one likes your type.
No, but you never know what's going to come about, and if there is an opportunity and you're the right person or you're in the right position with your band or something, if there's one person who'll chuck it to you, it is him.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, man.
Did you go to these Your City Festival?
In the beginning, I was part of setting it up. Yeah, in the beginning, I was part of setting it up, and it was I did the first year, and then I think I just got too drunk one night.
Yeah.
Where's that
Reese.
at? Well,
The Exchange?
was that the exchange on?
That was the night. Yeah, you were there.
You know.
Yeah,
You
I
got
wanted
it in.
mate,
We
I
were
loved
trying
it.
to not put that in.
No. Actually, no. There's a good end to the story. There's a happy ending after, right? Because this was like this was the first time I kind of met you, actually.
What, at the exchange that time?
I think so. It wasn't
so-
that time, but it was the
Okay.
first time I'd sort of properly Do you know when like you've met someone and then you properly know someone when they're getting kicked out of a place like? I just remember you at the bar 1 minute, mate. Yeah, the next minute there's 2 bouncers on you.
I didn't make it to the bar. I walked in the back gate.
And you going, I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't do anything. But that wasn't the best bit. The best bit was you after chilling out by the exit, like smoking a fag and looking at the same bouncers that I just chucked out. Like, and I swear to God, you were waiting for a taxi, and I just came up to you and just gave you a hug. Like, I was like, "Hey, up, mate, how's it going?" And you were just like, "Sour, mate, yeah." The Exchange, man.
It's Ben's fault.
Shit happens.
Some good gigs down there, isn't there, at Exchange?
Yeah, man.
It's a cool venue.
We played one together, didn't we?
Yes, we played the Shimmer Trap when they released their EP. Was it Komasabi or something like that?
Chemosabi. Yeah,
Chemosabi. Do you know what that is? Or
is it something off like you know that film that's got like?
Oh, I knew it was nicked. Jamie does that, doesn't he?
You know the
fucking next thing.
Karate Kid. It's off the Karate Kid.
Okay. Yeah, that was a good gig though, wasn't it?
Yes, very good.
Can you remember it?
Good backball.
The last ever Callahan gig.
I was just going to say.
As we were just talking about the rat race after that, Callahan, and that was the last gig we ever did. It was really, really good.
Yeah. Where'd you go from there then? 'Cause obviously you haven't stopped.
Well, Callahan went on for a long time. I think that's probably one of the longest bands that there's been that I've been in, and it was 2 years. I think 6 Foot Psycho was in full 2 years, but I wasn't in it for the whole time. But yeah, after that, the Red Kites. That was like a chilled out, folky kind of acoustic thing.
Yeah, I liked the Red Kites.
Yeah.
A guy called James Biddulph Jr.
Yeah, he's so sick.
Very,
he's
very,
really,
very
really
talented guy,
Yeah,
man. Very talented.
He's good with harmonies and that, isn't he?
Yeah.
Like really, really good. Really good.
His
vocal
vision for
range and
music
that.
is unbelievable, man.
Yeah.
And he's still going now. He's got another project as well.
What's his name again?
James Biddulph Jr.
I've got him on Facebook.
And he's got a new project called James Biddulph Jr. and the Brand New Mornings. I've seen a few videos of them and they're looking hot.
We were supposed to. They did a gig like the other night. Was it the other night or is it coming up? Because we both put that we were interested on the event, but like if it's not come up yet, then it's definitely worth checking out if you can get to.
Okay,
it.
yeah.
Really sick.
I'd love to go.
We're just trying. Me and Wes are just trying to see as many things as we possibly can with the time that we've got now, because like
Same, yeah.
we were having a conversation, weren't we, before, and we were just saying like you and the grime scene and the garage scene and things like that I just didn't even know existed in Stoke-on-Trent until like your boys fucking Ran Records came in the other week.
Monton Curtis.
They've been on it for time, like, but they've done a lot with hip hop, which I really respect in that sense, because I think there's something about hip hop with people where they assume that it's a bunch of people from England trying to sound American, you get me? Because you were chatting about that on the show, weren't you?
Yeah, it was interesting about the rap.
Yeah, so the way that they brought about hip-hop, big up to him, because that's where I've started, like, when I do rap and that.
Monton Curtis, they're just so fucking
tunnel visioned
into it.
And that's what I mean, they're in it to win it,
There's
like, literally,
them guys.
There's become such a thing as British hip-hop now, hasn't there?
Yeah.
I think,
UK hip-hop, man,
it's
like, you've got,
evolved,
like, do you check out like Mouse Outfit
What's
and
that
that, like
thing you were
Manchester
into?
scene?
Mate, no.
He's into something called Easy Life. Have you heard of them?
Easy Life, no.
Easy Life.
Oh, Easy Life.
Yeah, Easy Life.
It just feels a little bit like somebody cut a hole in my pocket. I'll show you after, man. No, you'll love him.
Oh, you'll love it.
They're just like so stripped back potheads, man. But they're like the tight as shit. And like I've been getting into it because I've been kind of clicky with my music taste, you know what I mean? I've been into like progressive rock and like electronic music.
There's nothing wrong with that though. You have to explore until.
And the more I do it, the more I'm becoming fans of other people, and like it just expands your mind, doesn't it? And like because it's like that's how I drag my inspiration.
Well, you went into metal, weren't you? Until we got Black Coast and you started listening.
Well, I had to because it's your homework, isn't it? Before anyone comes into the show, I literally like today I was just sat there. I had your playlist on. The two songs, the two songs that you've got, and the 18 million songs that you got, like. But it was sitting on, mate. It was sitting on a playlist, like. So I was just going through, and if you actually like sort of discipline yourself into like taking an interest in other people's fucking music, do you know what I mean? You really get you really get into it, and then you start picking things from it, and you start drawing inspiration from it.
You go into someone's mindset, and right when I've got like two. Like ways that I go about music, and it just depends on my mood. I'm either like writing quite jazzy, quite like soulful music that's very honest and very vulnerable, or I've got like this alter ego that's like I'm fucking bad. I'm gonna spit some bars. You get me? And I'm like I want to skank.
But you can defo do both though, can't you?
Yeah, I didn't know, right? And I think it was with Grant. I sent him a song, and it was really bad. Now that I look back on it, like, because I was still finding my voice with it, still like trying to figure out just what I was doing. But I just knew that I've got this thing for rap. And then I sent it to him. He was like, "I'm in the car blasting it now," and I was like, "Yeah, I can guide it, yeah." And then it was your reaction, I think, that made me carry on until I found my proper self.
Do you inspire each other then?
Yeah, I think so.
You two are quite close. So. You two are really close, aren't you?
Yeah. We have our phases, but like I've learned everything from Grant.
We're always close, but we fall in and out of happiness.
It's family, that.
But Grant's like we are quite polar opposites, as in like because Grant started off a long time before I did. I've only been doing it like writing music about a year. So I went through like the attitude of coming in and I just wanted to make songs and thinking it was that simple. And then it became to get like a respect thing where I was like, whoa, you've actually done a fair lot to know what you know, innit? Like thinking that I could just bowl on the scene and do what I wanted.
Have you collaborated together at all? Or?
A lot of times, yeah. We've been collaborating for since we both began doing music.
It's like
really.
little like covers and that. And then
who was doing it first? Was Grant doing it first? Then you kind of looked up.
No, Georgia was singing.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah,
man.
But I was just singing in it. That's just it's a given ability that you improve on. Yeah. Like it does still take work. But Grant took it to the next level. In it, Grant had nothing, and he just picked up a guitar and did not put it down. And I'll never forget Cortina's. What was the song, man? It was
you just like plasticine
all my days, and that was just being played for time. And we were in a really rough state at the time, but I didn't mind. And you just haven't looked back really.
But you don't just sing, do you? You can actually spit bowls like.
She can play the guitar as well. She says she can't, but she can.
I can't play guitar. I can't.
She's actually really good.
I've never seen you play guitar.
Because I don't play guitar because I can't play
guitar.
She
says she doesn't, but she does. She's good.
Do you like doing it, or would you prefer?
It depends. Like if I'm singing, if I'm singing, then of course there's nothing better because you kind of like move with it. You know what I mean? Like when you.
I'm just curious actually because like how you like collaborating with a lot of artists in the Stoke-on-Trent, don't you? Mm-hmm. And outside
Matt
as well.
Hand. Whoop whoop JLB.
Yeah, right. Yeah. JLB. Got written down there. Yeah.
My guy.
But how does it work for you musically? Like in terms of writing, do you usually get like music coming to you first and then you put something on top of it, or do you ever just come up with a melody in your head and be like, listen to this? Like
I've got like a few like hooks where I've just sent it off to somebody and been like, what do you reckon to that? Do you think you'd write to it? Blah,
like
blah,
lyrical,
blah.
melodical.
Just a little hook like. But no, usually what happens is like I'll get people that have seen a video and then like, you'd sound sick on this, and then they send it through and it either works or it doesn't. I'm one of them. It's either gonna happen that day. Or it's going to happen in a month, maybe. It depends where I'm at. Because, like I say, it really is a state of mind with me. So it depends. It depends.
I've asked you loads to collaborate with me, and you've always fucking backhanded me.
Mate, I'm on it. I'm on it. I never know. I never ever know like when people actually just want to like really do something.
A lot of the time, people will tell you they want to collaborate, they're just saying it.
Because they like the sound of something that you've done, but it's not. But
it takes commitment to make a song, to make a project, to do something. It takes willpower.
Yeah, we're lacking at the minute.
I don't think you are, man. Like you're so fucking on the ball at the minute. You're releasing like one song every month, aren't you?
Yeah, man. I've been recording as much music as I can. I want to get myself a back catalogue, get myself something so people know me and they know me as my sound, and not just my sound, but the people I play with as well.
Yeah,
their sounds. I just want to get as much as I can out there.
Grant could write a song about like any object that you put in front of him. When we were kids, like you used to go into the shower, innit, and you used to just hear him like just making up songs off the top.
That's what Eminem does.
Like, I'm the opposite of Grant.
I'll pick something in the room, rap about it.
Oh, you have to be sort of.
Do you have to go through something?
I either have to go through something or I have to, like, it has to be a certain energy about that day, you know what I mean? You know, when you wake up and you just feel like a badass. Like,
yeah, my best songs have always come from incidences or one particular experiences.
Yeah.
Me too.
I've got a song called Drag, and can you remember that night that I saw you at the basement?
Yeah,
we had a little chat.
Oh, shit. Skin, what a sick name.
The next day after that little conversation.
What was that song actually? What was it? Dinosaur?
It was so sick.
Yeah, you'll get to know about it, man. We've got big plans for it. Like.
I remember because
I'm not ready for it yet. You know.
You released a few, into it, and there was one that as if.
It was literally the day after you spoke to me.
Sick.
I went to him and I felt dead down about it. I felt ashamed. I was like, oh fuck's sake, you know. But then I got a fucking A song out of it. At
I was
the
going
end
to
of the
say,
day,
I didn't think they should have. That was an empowering conversation, man. Have fair play as if you got a cool
Yeah,
song
man.
out of it. That's all you need, isn't it?
That's like what I'm talking about. Writing styles.
Yeah.
It's like I think you're similar to me in that level where you need something in particular to happen to you, and then you're just like, fuck's sake, I need to write this down.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean?
yeah. Like I wrote a song
I get
about
that.
not being able to finish a song because that was getting on my nerves. You wrote on it actually. You were like sounding sick, Jill, or something like that, and it was just about procrastinating. And in the song, I
the
talk about
Instagram
how I
thingy?
never finish a song, and I didn't finish it, and I thought that's sick.
Did you finish it?
No.
Like the idea of 60-second songs came about as well, didn't it?
60-second songs.
Yeah.
We were gonna do
That's
like
so
a
cool.
whole EP of like all my little 60 seconds that have never
Why
got
haven't we
finished
done it?
and haven't faded
It's
in.
coming, man.
Is it?
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I still think we should do it. Yeah, I do, especially if it's like a little tease. And then I think the ones, say the top 4 that have got the most, where people say, I like that bit, or like
we could
that
potentially
bit,
make into real songs.
the
yeah.
full song. You know what I mean? It's
That
just
sounds
the idea,
that's a cool concept
because
actually.
I've got
think,
a
yeah.
diverse sound. I need to figure out
yeah.
which one I like, which one works, and blah blah blah.
We've been talking about it for quite a few months, and the 60-second songs idea, it's just like a lot of people listen to a song, and I think if people make a song even 3 minutes, they get bored a lot of the time.
Yeah.
I think if just a concept and an idea and a hook or whatever it is at that time,
You
or
could get
whatever
people
you're feeling.
finishing it. You could send one out and say, right, come up with the next verse, just to get it spreading around a bit and work with some different ideas that you wouldn't particularly hear.
Well, that's
know
what you
I mean?
like doing, isn't it? You like
Yeah,
collaborating with different people.
Yeah, man, definitely.
Is that a deliberate thing, or is that something that's just like?
No, people have come to me. Literally, the only way that any of this has started for me was just putting up little clips, and people like followed. I've got people that are still following me from when I was like 16, doing covers and whatever. And then you always get people that are constantly on at you. And then I've got to a point where I'm confident enough to say, yeah, I could definitely write a verse or a hook.
Yeah.
And now I'm collaborating a little bit.
You definitely can, man, because that changes demo. It's sick.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. Yeah.
I listened to that.
I
it
did
actually
it.
made me shed a tear.
Really?
Oh, I was like,
Yeah.
oh my god.
It's a bit deep, ain't it? Like?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I'm pure rhythm and rhyme. I am.
Yeah.
I'll chat shit. I don't care. It can be about nothing. But with that one, I was recording for JLB at the time, right? We were just doing a little demo of it, and then at the end of it, me and James, who Grant's recorded with as well, we were in like a fair few vodkas at the point, and I was like, let me get this down for Grant. I need him to engage with me again because he's been so busy.
Yeah.
So it's like, let me get it down, and I was just like, right, and I just kind of
Grant, look at me.
yeah, no, literally,
Yeah.
yeah, give me your attention, please. I miss you. Like, let's make a track. So I was just like, it kind of was half written anyway, and then the rest of it kind of came to me while I was there, and then we were listening to it back. I was like, send it him. Do the thing. Send it in.
I
And then he was like,
listened to it at the time, and when she sent it me at the time, I'd had a few vodkas myself, and I listened to it, but I didn't take it in. I didn't take it in, and I was like, oh yeah, I love it, man. It's
I was
cool,
fuming.
Yeah. And then
This was why we fell out, innit?
Did he just passively just go, oh, that's all right?
He was like, I've listened to it, yeah, but I haven't, like, taken it in. And I was like, you haven't taken it in.
You motherfucker, I did this for you. Like,
but then after she was like,
This is a song for
yeah.
you, about you.
Yeah, she got a bit sneak by it, and then after I was lying in bed, and I woke up with like the biggest hangover you could ever imagine. And
That's when you want to get them when they're vulnerable.
Yeah.
And I just put it on, and I was like, this is about me, or just about us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good writing material.
Cheers, man.
Yeah.
It takes a few lessons to understand a song, though. I think.
Yeah, definitely. Especially rapping.
Yeah.
You have to kind of pick up on it.
That what you doing with that song though? Because it's short, isn't it? But is it short and sweet? Is that the?
No. I just wanted to send it Grant to get his attention.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, why
Just
not post
whack
it?
it up on
yeah.
SoundCloud
Why
or
not
something.
give like a little
Set
tease?
man. Who did the? Who wrote it? Who wrote the beats? Like.
That's just one of YouTube.
Oh, is it?
That's how I work, man. So I sit in my room for like 6 hours.
Yeah.
And write as much as I can, but keep it short, because my idea in my head, it works and it's frustrating, but it does work, is that if I can lay something down that's got a direction on my own at home, then when it comes to laying it down properly, then there's more room for input, you know what I mean, from people who know what they're doing, because I don't. I'm a what they call a bedroom MC or a bedroom singer.
Salmon, yeah.
So people could take it to the next level then. So with this one, I've got the chorus written for the changes one, and then it's Grant doing his input in 2 verses, and then me just extending mine a bit. But it'll be
Ideas become songs.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do, because I want to collaborate. Yeah.
Anyway, before we move on from that, earlier when we said we could potentially pause this so I could go there for a week.
Do you want a wee?
Yeah.
Go for a wee. It's fine, man. It kind of annoys me, to be honest, like, but you've got to go with it, haven't you?
But anyway, like, we knew him for years, and then it came to, like, Pilgrim's Pit when that first opened. You know when it opened in Stoke? When the Pilgrim's Pit opened in Stoke...
Can I have one of them? In fact, have you got another score?
What, do you want a fag, mate?
Can I have a score? Is that okay?
You can have this fag if you want.
I love that fag. Thank you.
Oh, yes.
Oh, you prick. You just had one and didn't roll me one.
You just gave me.
Right, sibling rivalry is on.
No, you gave me.
Yeah, I did.
No, actually, you can have that.
No, that's
Mate,
just
that
guilt.
came from you.
It's fine.
Well,
I wasn't going to
All
give
that
it
shit,
anyway.
No,
yeah. Comes off.
Does it?
Where's his nostrils? Where's his nostrils?
No, I think that's time, basically, for snacks, right? Because we've been
Okay.
talking for ages.
Snack.
What is it?
Snack.
No,
Snacks,
it's not
right?
snacks. It's
Snack.
snacks.
So what we do on every podcast, like, have you ever heard of ASMR?
No.
It's like people getting up right to the mic like this.
Oh, yeah. It's like,
Yeah.
I swear, like, Rob's, like,
Yeah.
weirdly
I
into that.
I didn't eat.
Robu?
Rob Perfect.
Is he? Mate, that's why he was so good at it, like, when he came in, actually. We'll talk about that in a minute. But this feature is called Snacks, right? So what we've got is,
Snacks.
because we know you're...
No, it's not snacks.
What? Oh, it's
Snacks.
snacks.
No,
I can't
you have to
get
put
it
2 H's in it.
Here we go.
I like snacks.
Because it's summer and
Oh,
it's
it's
fucking...
definitely
You need to
summer,
add
ain't it?
me onto that, by the way.
Listen,
Just go snacks.
it's blazing. If you want, yeah.
If you want, yeah.
I'm really intrigued to see what these snacks are.
Mate,
Another
it's a
feature
simple
done.
one and it's nice, vegetarian one. It's something that everybody will like and we need this refreshment.
Strawberries.
Oh,
Just
mate.
some strawberries,
that-
grapes
Strawberries
and
and
raspberries, man.
berries.
Raspberries.
That looks
Oh, it's
amazing. I'm not
raspberries.
going to lie. That's
Strawberries,
these are all snacks.
raspberries,
That
and grapes.
banging.
I love a raspberry.
Oh, my God.
That was
I
strawberry.
love a raspberry. I've never actually had a raspberry. I've
You're
only
joking?
ever had raspberry flavoured things.
Alcohol.
Yes.
Yes.
Because it is fucking
Ooh.
hot today, isn't
That's
it?
soft,
Oh,
isn't
my
it?
God. These
Yeah.
are amazing.
I didn't even need to chew.
Do you think it would be a bit more firm?
That's my wine, you prick.
That's my wine, you prick.
They're weird raspberries are, innit? But I'll have another.
And this all gets recorded and put out there, so you eating food, like, you know what I mean?
I'm not.
That's what we want, like, that's what we want.
I'm not a massive raspberry fan, but grapes and strawberries.
Are you mad? Try that.
No.
You've got some weird texture going on. Do you leave the leaf on the strawberry? Does anybody? No.
Well, you can eat them, to be
You can
honest.
eat
if you-
It
if
you
doesn't
want.
matter. Yeah, it's fine.
No, I wasn't asking if you do. I'm just saying, do you?
No.
Like, what's your preference?
So if there isn't a bin around, I'll just eat it all.
Yeah, man.
Do you know what's weird
Because
about...
don't litter.
Do you know, fucking... We can talk about that, actually.
What?
I want to talk about that fucking... that display in Newcastle, mate. Have you seen it?
I was
Oh,
there.
shit.
I was
The,
there
pi-
when
the
they were
orgy,
That's
the
a
pigeon
pisser.
orgy thing.
That's a pisser.
Ain't it fucking...
I
It's gone viral,
thought
ain't
it
it?
Mate,
before
that's gone
it-
fucking viral. America,
I
Australia.
thought it though
I
as
was
soon
li-
as I saw it. When Liz posted it, I saw it and I was
Look
like,
at
I'm not even going to say anything because I know that somebody else will, and they fucking did.
Yeah.
Me and Imogen were
Fucking
literally there
worldwide,
and just
mate.
painted
All
Yeah.
over America.
Yeah,
all
it's
over.
gone viral,
It's
innit?
gone viral, mate. America, Australia, and everywhere in between.
Mad.
It's gone to one of our favourite guys that rates pizzas.
Yeah, Barstool Sports. man.
Barstool Sports.
Someone's
who
got a
rates-
job of rating pizza.
I think
Yeah.
Aussie Man Review should
Why am
have
I
a look
going
at
uni?
it.
Mate, you can have a job here,
Yeah.
rating memes
Yeah.
later. Talk about it.
He has a pizza every day and just rates
Meme.
it out of 10.
I could do that.
But yeah, it's gone mental, hasn't it, that?
My
I agree.
opinion matters.
But it's like what I was talking about, if you're eating the leaf off a strawberry. Do you know Baby Ball?
That baby.
You know, Baby Ball?
You're
Yeah,
not
that's
going to
one.
talk
Yeah.
about eating the red
Yeah.
stuff, are you? No.
I thought that's what you did when I was little.
Mate, it's
So
wax.
now, it becomes like, every time I did it, since I was like, post 15, everyone's like, what the fuck are you doing? And it's
Why are you
like,
doing that?
like I'm a dead cool guy that's daring myself to
You are?
eat the red wax, like, you know what I mean? But I can eat the red wax on Baby Ball, I can.
I tell you,
That's fucking weird, mate. What does it taste like? Wax.
No, nothing.
Tastes really nice with the, gives a nice
Hard
bitter
wax.
edge to it.
Oh, do
like,
you have it
yeah.
with the?
With the cheese, yeah.
Oh.
So I thought that's how you did it.
Why
like,
am I considering this? Why does this sound appealing?
Because you've had, actually, no.
Because
yeah,
of my wine?
no.
Maybe no.
This guy
You
was
didn't like this though, did you?
You know
No,
Edam
that
cheese?
was
I loved
Dirty.
it, man. That was
Right.
amazing.
You know Edam cheese? Oh, that's like a big
Mate.
baby ball.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get-
This guy once told me, have Edam cheese, yeah, but fucking have it on toast, but leave the red stuff on.
Yeah.
So he melts the wax in with his cheese when he has it on toast.
It does what?
You know-
Melts the wax.
Yeah, you know Edam? It's like a big baby ball,
Oh,
He's like
sick.
a rapper from Burslem. He's fucking sick, Edam. Big up, Edam.
I know what you mean. They make it at like Shubra Hall, don't they?
Don't know.
He's not really. Edam's a cheese, mate. Yeah. Sorry.
But this guy has it, and he fucking keeps the red stuff on while he's on toast. So he melts the wax into his cheese on toast.
And that was snacks.
Because it doesn't taste nice.
Snacks. Do you hear how I harmonise while I'm
Snacks.
You can harmonise in a bit,
Snacks.
especially on Wes's nostrils.
Snacks.
And especially on Shows You Mean, man. Like, you could add bits in. You were ad-libbing, actually, early on.
Do you know what I
Shows You
mean, though?
Do you know what I mean?
Do you?
What do you mean? We should have done that, shouldn't we? No, because we get done for
What does
copyright and
anyone
shit
mean?
like that. You two have been going around the scene, not like prostitutes, like, but I mean musically, for like quite a while, haven't you? Right?
A while.
Yeah.
A few days.
We've been
You started off from doing like acoustic covers at weddings, didn't you?
Yes.
With my old
with
bandmate Josh Barger.
With Josh.
Hey,
Go on, Josh.
you'll speak to Josh.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I shared him, like, you know how your memories come up on Facebook
Yeah.
and that. Yeah, that came up and we were reminiscing.
Yeah.
And it was all like, you need to come round for a drink. I was like, yeah, I know, mate. It's been old times. No, we used to cover loads. We did. We used to cover like stuff from like Led Zeppelin to like Dusty Springfield. it was very diverse.
I taught Josh a lot.
Yeah,
Of
that's
the
how I
things that
met
he
Josh,
knows.
and it through
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, mate.
He used to come in my shop all the time. So when I used to have a guitar shop in London, he used to
Locked
come
to
down
market,
and
innit?
chill,
Yeah.
and we used to just play guitar.
Yeah.
Taught him loads of things. Like a lot of the scales and stuff, what he plays is like the same as me, and I'm like, that's mine.
So what's this guitar shop then? He had,
Yeah, it was called Grant's Guitars. Simple as that.
It was dead cute.
Yeah,
And then I had one behind him called Carter's Crafts and Creations.
What?
So he used to play guitar on the other side of the market, and I used to sing along, and then everyone started complaining, didn't it? Because of his guitar playing, not
the
my
old
singing.
women, man, like London Markets, dying of death.
Yeah, they didn't want anything different in there, innit?
They don't
But it
want
was
things
good, though.
moving
Oh,
forward,
wow.
man. It's horrible.
Women complaining.
No,
Women have been complaining that you're.
I use the term
Watch
women
it,
loosely.
mouth.
Women have been complaining about your latest Facebook post on the Grey Wolf Records, haven't they?
Why?
Well, it's not the women complaining. I think it's the people trying to stick up for the women.
Okay.
Why? What have you done?
Have you not seen? You've seen George, haven't you?
No.
You didn't even put you in it.
well, what is
That.
Didn't
yeah.
even put his
I
own
know,
sister in it. The top 20 influential people in Stoke-on-Trent
He only
in the
did
last
that
10
to
years.
get conversation.
What is it? I don't know what it is.
Shall we just explain? Shall we explain what Grey Wolf Records is for a start?
Would you put
I
me in
would
the top
love
20?
to explain what Grey Wolf
You
Records
would.
is.
Oh,
Yeah.
only for the
Why?
sake of this podcast, like, so making it nice and everything.
It's okay.
No, you could add it. In my opinion, to be honest, you couldn't do a top 20. You should have done top 100, and you would have just kept
You
it
I
cool.
think I
Just
could do the
suck
top
off,
100, you
you
know? I could do the top 100, but then people will be like, what, 76? Are you fucking kidding me?
True, yeah.
Who did you put at number one, mate?
Who was number one?
Nick Andrews.
Ah,
Oh, fair.
What were you?
20.
I thought you were 10.
I shouldn't have been any, to be honest. Like, so I was
Oh.
just like happy to get
Humble,
a mention. You know what I mean?
humble,
Like, yeah.
humble.
But what is it, Grey Wolf Records?
Yeah, what
it's
is it,
basically a record label. We've actually been running for over 3 years now. It's been in the background, working obviously when I can, as well as living my life and everything else like that. But it originally started out as a record label that was supposed to be non-profit, and I can confirm that it is still non-profit. It was to
Just so the taxman's wondering.
just if you're watching, it's non-profit, mate. Yeah. no, but it's about making music, and it's about getting music out there in Stoke-on-Trent and people who wouldn't necessarily have the tools to do so. So I'm not going to walk around and say we're the best record label in Stoke and we've got the biggest acts. It's not about that. It's more about getting people who wouldn't normally have the facilities or the tools or the confidence to make music when they have got the full talent to
Like Georgia.
do it. Exactly. But
Ain't it there, man? Like, what you doing? Because you would.
What are you doing?
You are. No, you are. You're super talented, though, aren't you?
Oh, thank
she
you.
is, and she doesn't give herself enough credit.
It's not. It's not that. Yeah, I'm just in no rush. You know what I mean? Because I'm interested in a lot of.
How old are you?
23.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So
Why should I be in a rush?
No. But once you
Tell
start,
me.
at our age, you do kind of feel the pressure, there, don't you?
I don't
But
know
you know,
why you
I've
get it.
been doing
Depends
it
what
for
you're in
a
it
long
for.
time. Yeah.
It depends what you're in it for, and if you feel these pressures that don't actually exist.
Yeah.
And I don't.
I do, man. I do feel it.
That's
to be
the
honest.
thing. A lot of the pressures and what stops you
It's
from
in
making
your head,
music,
man.
they're not
It's
even.
in
They
your
don't
head.
even exist.
You get me?
It's just a
Like,
mental capacity.
There's so many rappers now that they just get more sick the older that they get, and there's so many singers like Aretha Franklin. Yeah, she was a legend when she was young and she was first coming out, but now she's precious. You know what I mean? There's no rush, man.
What, now she's
There's
dead?
no rush.
But there's artists who don't make albums for 10 years, isn't there? And I don't really think. I think that's a bit too much.
Yeah, no, it's too long, that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you need
It's like
nowadays,
the Rolling
especially.
Stones and the Stone Roses.
We're living in the age of instant gratification, aren't we? So
Yeah,
you need to be doing. You need to be staying current.
You got to be
every
there
Yeah,
fucking-
then
definitely.
all the time. yeah.
Definitely.
The only band that gets away with it is Coldplay. They can piss off for 5 years and come back and fucking they're on the radio again. Like, it's like
Why?
More reason not to like them.
I know, I don't like them on
No,
it.
me neither,
I-
mate.
I don't like Chris Martin.
I like some of the
Oh.
original stuff that they first did that was really, like, quite groundbreaking, like Yellow.
Oh no, mate, my mate rang me up and says, "Come down my house, listen to this album," and that album came out, and I just couldn't get him.
Did you go?
No, yeah, I went.
Did you?
I listened to the album, and I just went back home.
imagine the days back then, man, when your mate's got an album and they tell you
I
to
brought
come
an
around and
album
listen to
today,
an
mate,
album.
from
Oh.
HMV.
What, CD?
Mad. CD, yeah.
Oh, fuck off, man.
I miss them days when your mate said, "Here's an album."
You come listen to it.
You don't get it
yeah,
anymore.
yeah,
Now
yeah.
it's like one stream on Spotify, and I'll listen to like 20% of the song.
I like
But
having
I
CDs,
won't, but
though.
people will.
Yeah, I do, but
I
it's
was-
it's also outdated though.
I was chatting to somebody that I know, and like he's got bare CDs in it,
Yeah.
and I was like, you know what, fair, keep them, and keep collecting them as well. There's nothing better than a CD. You can check out like the bits in between. It tells you a bit about it.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
got like, all right, rate that, man.
We
I
know,
like
we
CDs.
know a guy, yeah. Right, his name Record
John.
Have you seen his?
He lives up there, don't he?
Yeah, he lives up there.
What's it called? Record John.
Mate, fucking hell,
Sick.
for good reason, man.
There's John.
That's John. Hi,
Hey, up, John.
Right, John.
All right, John.
Mate, you want to see his fucking CD collection? It's like you couldn't listen to them all. In fact, you can't even begin to look in them, can you?
We'll get him on the podcast soon.
He
Actually,
won't come, Mum.
oh, won't he?
No, he's a private guy, Lord.
Ah,
He
okay.
definitely won't come.
Did you ever used to like make your own CDs? You used to write
Oh,
them,
yeah.
like the mix of
Oh,
2015
did you ever-
or whatever.
What do
I
you
used to,
think?
Yeah, man, I
mate,
love finding
it's
those
cringe
CDs.
now,
I've still
you
got
know.
loads of them.
Yeah.
End
hell,
up
mate.
Grant's
saving them.
bangers.
Yeah, man.
I did did the side and everything like you know what I mean. It made it all professional. Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
made,
Made it all
so
In
you
pen.
so you made CDs. You made CDs.
Yeah, man.
I made fucking tapes.
Yeah, man. I've made tapes before. Yeah,
Fucking tapes.
Actually,
mate,
yeah.
fucking-
You make tapes. How do you make a tape?
yeah. It just gets run. It just gets like.
Oh no!
It's
What
like a
about that?
reel,
Oh,
isn't
no,
it? It's,
no,
like, it's
no.
like when you record to tape. It's the
No,
same
no,
thing.
no, no. It's like a cassette thing where you have to press play and record at the same time.
Oh, like a tape recorder.
Yeah, tape recorder and that. Like,
Yeah.
I think they're coming back a bit though.
Yeah, a little bit, but
A little bit. They'll never overtake digital.
nah,
I
it's
mean,
futile on tape recorders. I
Like
think
vinyl's
LPs
coming back,
are the
though,
better ones. Like you were saying about
Yeah, yeah.
owning a physical thing.
Yeah,
Well, have
man.
you seen what Science are releasing?
What are they releasing? An LP.
No, the LP. No, the album. Science are releasing an album. But have you seen the format they're releasing?
There's
it on?
quite
No,
a few
no.
formats, isn't there? They've got like the digital.
They've got-
That's what you
they've
want,
got
yeah,
the
you want
vinyl,
all of
it,
they've
yeah.
got the
Vinyl.
CD. They've got they're covering a lot of platforms, and that's what you need to do as a band in this day and age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they pretty much sold out the vinyl. Have you not seen?
They've sold out the vinyl. And they've also they did this cool package thing, didn't they? Like a T-shirt, a vinyl, and the fucking.
And that's what you need to do if
Yeah.
you're going to sell
The
yourself.
online
like,
site
you
looks
know.
good. It looks
Because
professional. as well,
everyone's
yeah.
got the preference in it of what they want to purchase, as in like music wise,
And plus,
whatever
if
format
you're
you
buying
want
a
it
piece
in.
of vinyl, you're owning it. If you buy digital,
I think with the splatter vinyl as well, that's big at the minute.
What's that?
The
Yeah, I was
splatter
just about to
vinyl.
say what's that.
Splatter vinyl, so it's like you'll get a vinyl, it's like one colour and it's like got splatters on it. A lot of people are doing that now. I've got a few vinyls like Unknown Mortal Orchestra, King Gizzard, and it's all in that kind of sense, and I think Science kind of follow that site route, don't they? So it's kind of in fitting.
No, they've stopped describing themselves as a site band, man. Because when they played, what was it? What festival did Ben reference last time when we had him on the
Was
podcast?
it in Liverpool?
I'm not sure. That's Sound City, that is.
Oh.
I don't think you mentioned on the podcast, do you?
I think he did because somebody was like concerned with him when they turned up at the gig and they went, "You're a great brand, but you're not a psych band."
Oh, you're on about wasn't it Psych Fest?
I think
Am
labels
am I
limit you.
twisted? I'm
I don't know.
It's a wine.
Like labels limit you. If you call yourself a certain kind of band or you label yourself as a certain kind of thing, you're limiting yourself for options in the future.
Yeah, you're limiting yourself and you're running that risk of criticism that's not necessarily necessary.
Needed.
You get me?
It's not necessarily necessary, is it, Georgia?
It's like I was saying earlier, just what I've started doing is just making the music what comes in my head or the music that I want to make and not labeling it as any kind of...
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, man.
It's liberating, isn't it, when you think that way? Well, that's how art should be made.
How are you putting it out there, though? How are people listening? What are you using? YouTube?
I've been taking it old school and using SoundCloud. Yeah.
See, I want to stick with YouTube when I start releasing and that, even though I've got like the demos and stuff on SoundCloud. I think when you're posting on like Facebook, they want something visual in it, and on YouTube it's easier to click on. I know on my phone before I downloaded the app, sometimes it can come up where you need to like make an account or you need to download it, but YouTube's just an easy click in it for everyone.
It's like we were saying earlier about the merchandise. Like you can have vinyl, you can have CD, tape, digital download, and you have them options. You're also gonna have them people who have them options with how they listen on media. So you're going to have people who always listen on Spotify, people who always listen on SoundCloud.
Everyone's got a preference, innit?
People who always listen on YouTube, people who always listen on even like things like Bandcamp and would prefer to download
Really,
it.
Yeah.
I've never been on Bandcamp.
Bandcamp.
I speak to you about this podcast, yeah. I says, have you watched the podcast? He says, no, I've not watched it, but I've listened to it. He'll listen to it
from YouTube.
He'll listen to it from YouTube. He won't even watch it.
Which makes us think that we need Spotify and fucking Gate on the iTunes.
That wouldn't be a bad idea.
Which we will do eventually.
Yeah, you should.
There's a lot of podcasts on SoundCloud that there's no visuals for, like thousands of them.
We're cheap bastards, though. We don't want to pay the fucking SoundCloud fee.
There is no SoundCloud fee.
There is, yeah.
Everything I've ever uploaded is free.
No.
Oh no, if you want to upload, there's a limit. If you upload, like say, a podcast, an hour's podcast or something, you have to subscribe and that. They give you
to SoundCloud Pro.
Tonight's episode is sponsored by Kraken. It's not really, but eventually I want to get there. Like, you know what I mean?
It's also
Kraken if you're out there. Like,
Carling. Echo Falls. Ginger beer. Co-op. Yeah. Grapes.
Shout out to Grapes, man. Like, come sponsor us. What do you think about nostrils?
Let me tell you about nostrils.
Come on. Oh shit! Can you? Yeah, we got a good contender here.
Do I need
Flaring.
to move
We actually have someone who can move their
closer,
nostrils.
Flaring.
She can actually do the nostril dance.
Lou in.
And then warm up.
In fact, I can do a manual zoom.
You're making me nervous.
No, this will be the first time we'll do manual zoom on the cameras, right?
Make sure you do good flare as well.
Don't get me top lip sweating though, mate.
Ready?
No, I was born fucking ready. Go on. Tell me when.
No.
Wow.
Oh no.
8.2.
Some have to work for the talents, but I was born.
8.24.
8.24.
Can you do that, Grant?
No.
Another reason why I'm the better sibling.
Didn't you used to be able to like move your ears?
Oh yeah, I can move my nostrils and my ears at the same time.
I can do that. And my eyebrows and everything.
No one asked.
Can you do
this
this
is
then?
about me, Reed.
Do you know the invisible string trick?
That's cool.
Listen. No, you can't do it though.
Okay.
That did sound very similar.
Tongue, mate. You know, like the roof of your mouth.
Thanks,
like
Grant.
you bite that side of your tongue or whatever side you want, whatever your preference, and then you kind of just tap it at the top of your mouth.
I can't do that.
I know, it's sick though. It's dead satisfying. It's as satisfying to do as the sound of it. You know what I mean?
It's like a cricket that's dying.
So nostrils. Right, we've got
you
some
could
nostrils.
sample this.
Listen,
though,
we've got some.
J. Cole.
This is the serious part of the podcast now.
I
We've
know,
got some
yeah,
serious
go on, guys.
nostrils to rate.
I mean, this is what I've been looking forward to all night. To be fair.
Where's his nostrils? Where's his nostrils?
Nostrils of the week. Nostrils. So this week,
we've got the fat Chinese kid that loves eating.
No, I don't rate his nostrils though.
No,
that's all we're known for.
They're all right.
Bun his nostrils.
I rate his shades.
No.
I think he's got.
Yeah,
colour.
like the shades take away that from the nose. He's got quite a small nose because he's got fat face.
Yeah.
So,
his face is overpowering.
No, I don't rate those nostrils. I know what you mean because it's facing on.
Yeah.
But nah,
facing on.
I mean, if I was going to give it a score, I'd give it a 4.28.
I wouldn't even give him that. That's generous, man. No, pathetic effort. No.
They are forward facing though. No, they are forward facing.
My man gets like a 1.2.
Wow.
Oh, shit.
That's going hitting hard.
I don't care if he's nice.
Is this kid? Hey, this will make you feel bad now. This kid's got.
Nothing makes me feel bad. This
kid has got kidney failure. So shame on you, George.
He's got nostril fucky failure, mate.
Oh! Which nostrils are forward facing?
Has he really got kidney
Can you just
failure?
explain a little bit about this guy, Wes?
Yeah.
No, don't make me feel bad.
No,
we
it's
don't
not.
need we don't need the backstory. Or
Thing
the,
is, he lives in China, yeah.
Yeah.
We don't understand the word he's saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
We just know he's fat.
I know a Chinese guy.
That's what we know. And,
and he doesn't know either. And apparently, because they need money to pay for his medication, yeah.
Oh, man.
What his family do, they film him eating and kicking off like, and he's dead funny, like, he always kicks off and he always says
Child
the same
abuse, I'm with you.
Yeah. Operation Child Endangerment, yeah.
Sound,
But he always says something, he always ends his little rant, yeah, with, Kalo! And then does that with his head.
Oh, so yeah, man.
He does
Keep
the
your
same
swag.
thing
If you're
so-
going to go
so-
through
so he's
kidney
got style.
failure,
He'll
you
sort
got
of go, Kalo!
I'm about that, I am.
Every time.
I do a little hair flick whenever I'm fuming at the end, like, fuck you!
Can you flare your nostrils next time you do so?
Fuck you!
Wow.
Where's his nostrils? Where's his nostrils?
Nostrils of the wind. Oh, that was a nice little audio pop there, right? Wasn't it? Yeah.
Aw.
Mate, I want to talk about.
Is that it for the nostril?
Yeah, that was nostrils of
Is
the week.
it?
That was the feature, yeah.
Yeah,
You want to carry on talking about nostrils,
You
Georgie?
need your own show just
It's
on
fine,
that.
mate.
Can
you
we
know?
talk about the guy who I mentioned
Dude,
earlier?
Project.
Hey.
I'm
Well,
about her.
Can we talk about Israel Adesanya?
No.
He's got.
I thought you were going to say Israel full stop then. I was like, no.
No, can
we talk about Palestine?
Oh, no.
Oh, shit. No. Was that the nostrils that
Hey,
you showed
you've been
me
getting
earlier?
pretty political in some of these things, haven't you?
Yeah, we have. Yeah, we got to be really careful here, man. Because like, I used to be a right
Ah,
dickhead.
fuck 'em.
No, I used to be a right dickhead 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks?
2 years
Can
ago.
we talk about the sheep video?
No. I used to fucking plant my politics on everyone that I met at a party. Like,
What sheep?
You've not seen the sheep video?
No.
What sheep
You have.
video?
which
I
one?
haven't seen no sheep video.
The sheep video where you dressed as a sheep.
What?
I'll dress up as loads of things, man.
I want to dress
Which-
up as a sheep, mate.
Which one was that?
I don't know.
On the motorway.
You showed it me.
Did I?
Have you not seen Reese walking up a fucking
Someone
traffic
tell
jam
me.
Yeah. No.
with the guitar?
No, I'm not going to lie. It was amazing.
Them days are over, man.
What?
I used to dress up as a sheep.
Why would those days ever be over?
Because I took myself more seriously, Georgie. That's why. And I became a little bit of a dickhead, like, you know. What I
Yeah,
mean?
but mate, these videos are seriously good.
Yeah, but they're all gone. They're wiped from the internet.
No, your mum posted one up the other
Oh.
I'm so proud of my son.
Yeah. Look at this fucking waste man, like, walking around.
Walking up the
Look at this
M5
unemployed
fucking
motherfucker dressing up as a sheep. I'm so proud of
proper
him.
traffic jam like Reese is there weaving in and out the traffic like with a guitar, singing.
That's
like,
a living, that is, though, right?
It wasn't, man. Trust me.
No, you could make a killing off that if you kept it going.
I don't know.
Yeah, you could.
You could?
We did on my old YouTube
People
channel.
have got famous for worse things.
Hey, I got like 250,000 views on my old YouTube channel because I used to do like loads of activism, weird shit like.
You're gonna think, what if, sooner or later?
Nah, no, not really. Because this is what drives me more than.
Do you like
anything,
oatcakes?
Oh, I fucking love it.
It depends, right? Let's discuss this
No,
in a bit
I
more
love
depth.
We can discuss
Because
oatcakes.
that's not a simple question.
It isn't.
No, it
It
is.
depends how they're cooked, what's on them.
High lane.
Like, if they're in the microwave, then no. And I've seen you do that on a video before, Reese, and now
That
it's
video
disgusted,
is
isn't
where I
it?
was
It's
coming
gone now.
to.
Is.
It was in the
Yeah.
microwave. So it should be.
That's
in
where I
the
was coming
microwave.
to. Did you see that video, Grant?
Was it like when people commented on it
No,
about how
no.
messy the kitchen was?
Cheeky bastards, mate. Yeah, I did fucking no. That was the weird thing about it. Yeah, fucking put it up there, and then I ended up being dead paranoid because my kitchen was a shit tip. Because I just come in from work. Yeah, I just thought I'd do a funny cheese and oatcake video. It ended up getting fucking viral. It literally wasn't my intention. Like,
Everyone's
It was
like,
a
your
song
kitchen's
once,
fucking
it was
disgusting.
cheese
Sorry.
oatcakes, you are the best.
Sing
You get
to
it from a shop from Stoke-on-Trent.
the soul.
I like the rhyming. Best and Trent. Amazing.
Oh, I get it.
Don't be shy. I can't remember. But the end went.
You could
Get
have
some
chili.
cheapo sauce
Yeah.
because you can't afford Heinz.
Mm.
Cheese, okay.
That was the line that sold it to me.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I thought lyrical genius.
But to be
man.
honest,
you.
as much as
It's
you
okay.
could have on an oatcake, nothing beats just a plain cheese oatcake.
Do you
Oh,
think?
yeah.
A bit of sauce,
Yeah,
though.
definitely.
It's gotta-
I love it.
gotta have a
If
little
you
bit
dip it in a
tomato
bit of
sauce.
red sauce.
Yeah. Red sauce.
So where's your favourite oatcake
Brown
shop
sauce
then?
is
No.
spicy to me.
It's
You know?
called ketchup.
Where's your favourite oatcake shop?
I don't have one. I'll be honest.
Do you know what?
right? I
will
don't
rate.
them.
I will rate one person right now. Have you ever heard of Sammy's Kitchen?
No.
No.
Oh, mate. Every time I'm at work, you go on Just Eat, who's open at 8 o'clock in the morning. Sammy's
Sammy.
Kitchen.
Sammy.
Yeah.
Mate, Sammy's there.
What's that?
Is he the one that does the breakfasts?
Yeah, he does breakfast.
Is it in Mia?
It's in Fenton, I think,
Oh.
on King Street.
Does he deliver it in like little polystyrene things, and it's like you can have like hash browns, bacon, sausage, and beans
you
and
can
stuff?
have everything.
Mate, I've been there.
It's
Yeah,
amazing.
I've had it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's his Sammy's
yeah.
Kitchen?
Sammy's Kitchen. I know what you're on about, and it stopped serving after like 1 o'clock or something like that.
Yeah, man.
Who's
That's
up
my
before
kind
1
of job.
o'clock?
No, if you're hungover and you're starving, you can't be asked to cook your own breakfast, mate.
That's
It's
the thing
always-
about
every
hangovers.
time-
They make
every
you
sandwich-
see it through, innit? So
Yeah.
they get you up
Yeah.
early.
Sammy's Kitchen, mate.
Every sandwich, every oatcake, everything I've ever ordered from there has been banging.
Is it a place or is it like a delivery thing? That
It's on Just Eat. I don't know if they're actually open for business.
You like Just Eat, don't you?
Oh, I'm a nightmare for Just Eat, actually, yeah.
Sammy's
Most of my
Kitchen.
wages goes on Just Eat.
Mine too, mate. Yeah. I must spend like £200 a month.
Mate, that's that bad, that isn't it?
Is
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, yeah.
I just live off sandwiches, I do.
What, Tesco meal deals like?
No, just like, well, yeah. Like the way that you get your £3 meal deal and about that, or in the co-op.
Mine's £2.70 because I've got my
no.
Tesco discount, like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. Just
I'm
roll,
sorry, man.
roll up in any Tesco. What are you doing?
I've spilled beer.
Make
Oh,
a
no,
mess.
that's fine,
That's what he
fine,
does.
fine,
He
Gone
goes
all crazy.
everywhere and makes a mess.
That's what this podcast's all about,
That's what
making a
Grant
mess, man.
does.
Fuck it.
It's called Come Down With Me.
Come down with me. I love that. I love that.
Shall we play Show As You Meme?
Yeah.
Are you up for it?
Yeah,
Can we do
man.
the thing what we just did?
What was that?
You know the
Nostrils.
Mate, go
yeah,
for it.
Yeah.
I'll start the tune, yeah.
Show us your meme.
You fucking
What
ad
do you mean?
We'll do it.
We'll get the memes up, yeah.
What do you mean then?
But you need to know what Shows You Meme's all about, yeah.
Okay.
You like memes, don't you?
We
We all live in 2019.
We
know what the crack
was
is.
gonna
It's
say-
my only source of
I was
happiness.
going to say we love memes, but we live memes.
Mate, that's dead sad, but you know, I'm with you. Here we go.
We'll talk deeper later.
Show Us Your Meme.
What do you mean though?
What you have to do? Yeah.
Basically, go that
Show
way,
us your
yeah.
meme.
What do you mean though?
Show us
Should
your
go that way with your thumb. We all need to see him. No, we can see him on my phone.
Grant's having a one-man party.
I thought.
So here's the first meme, right? Yeah, you grab the phone
Oh,
off
okay.
and you
I thought we were
you
doing what
scroll.
we did earlier.
Okay, which way am I scrolling?
Scroll that way, yeah.
Get,
So what we've got here is
gets an awkward boner
First
in
meme.
public. Meets Maddie.
Ubisoft.
I don't get that.
That's amazing.
What's
Yeah.
Ubisoft?
It's a
I get
gaming.
this.
It's a gaming company.
No, you lost me on that one.
You know that Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2?
Yeah.
1.2, because I don't know what it's all about.
Oh.
No, mate, I'll rate that like a 7 at least.
7 what?
7.4.
7.4.
Okay.
Next meme. Dad, why are your eyes so red? Son, I smoke weed. Dad, tell the truth. Crying again from being a ginger bitch.
I give that a 4.1.
What?
What? You just laughed your head off at that?
I'll give it like a 5.6 because I've seen it before, so it's not as funny the second time.
Shit.
I'm down. You need to fucking.
I need to go a
get
bit
some
more
fresher
further. on
material,
yeah.
innit?
Sorry, Georgia.
It's like a
Sorry.
repeated.
Don't be sorry to me. Be sorry to the meme, innit?
Do you want a job? Next meme. When it's too hot and you're being smart. No, this is just.
I
current
don't think
TikTok.
that's funny. I think that's logical.
It's just current. It's a
Like,
current meme. And TikTok.
That is just advice, and we
give-
all need that. So 10 out of 10.
I don't.
I give that a 0.4.
What do you mean?
I don't like
Ooh.
You don't
cold.
need that.
No,
Quite a low score, that is.
I hate cold.
Right, listen, I don't understand this because in cold, right, you've got the option
I
of
don't think it's
controlling
funny.
it.
No,
Yeah.
not right.
You haven't got the control of
I
cooling
have.
yourself
No,
down.
I haven't.
We could argue about this because
Next meme. What did we rate that? Which score did we go with?
I gave it 10 out of 10 because it's
10
good
out of
life
10?
advice.
Yeah.
It's
Really?
life advice.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
you're in the co-op and you're sweating your tits off getting in with the peas, that's what my man's saying.
All right, and we'll give that the first 10 out of 10 then. That's all.
Yeah.
I give it a 0.4 still.
Sucky bum
Okay.
man.
Next meme. When it's 3 AM and you see a 2 out of 10 and the dad's like, you're coming with me.
That is grand.
Yeah.
All over.
I give that an 8.1.
Obviously.
Not a 2 out of 10.
0.2.
What?
0.2.
You're coming with me.
Yeah. I mean,
why does that sound so much more like intimidating in a Scottish
Yeah,
accent? Like if somebody said it to me in a Stoke accent, I'd be like, fuck off. But if they said it to me in a Scottish accent, I'd be like, okay.
Sorry. Oh, sorry.
I'm coming.
so what are we rating this then?
What do you give it? An 8?
I'll give it
8.2.
8.1.
8.1.
You
Next
went
meme.
from 8.2.
Next
Cool.
meme. In an effort not to offend, the great white shark will be officially renamed the average Caucasian shark.
Do you know who the great white shark is?
Why would that offend the great white shark though?
Because it's not the great white. Oh, well, no, I thought that's Alistair White.
Alistair Williams.
Alistair Williams.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Sharks.
Oh, the great white male.
love
No, he's the great
sharks.
white
Oh,
male.
the great white
10
male,
out
not
of
the great
10.
white fucking shark.
I'm a
Grant's
proper
giving
shark
you 10
lover.
out of 10.
Oh, you know, last week my missus was taking the piss out of me because I just
Standard.
I watched like 3 shark documentaries in a row.
Mate,
That's
what's wrong
weird.
with that? Yeah.
That's weird.
fine, man.
What do you mean? There's only so much that you can
If
know
you've got
about sharks,
interest
and I bet you
in,
could learn it all in an hour.
marine biology, mate,
I
I will
have,
not knock you. I will not
In
knock
what
you for
biology?
that. Marine.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
I didn't know that was a thing.
It says.
She was like that. I'm not gonna lie.
Next, me. What are we rating this? Sorry.
Grant's giving it 10 out of 10 because he likes sharks.
No, it's got to be in points. Like
Do we
got
have to
Yeah,
do
yeah.
decimals. I'm gonna-
You see, fucking Grant gets it, mate.
Sorry.
yeah, fuck this. I'll give it a 10.1.
Okay.
Fucking hell, man. That's fucking...
Biggest
Oh,
score
shit.
ever.
Oh,
Okay.
shit. No, I'm about this.
next
I'm about
meme.
this. 10,
Have you seen this, Wes?
10.9. I'm
Uh,
about that.
I don't get it.
I don't.
You know the Chihuahua?
The chihuahua got stolen by a seagull, Grant.
Oh, yeah, man.
Oh right, I'm with
Yeah.
That's good for me.
My mum stole a chihuahua. Oh no, it was a Pomeranian.
Hey?
Never mind.
Your mum stole the
My
Chihuahua?
mum stole a Pomeranian. Can you remember it?
I still don't think it's funny. I wouldn't flick past that on Facebook and laugh. I think.
No, I'd had to click on it and go, what's this about? And then want to go out.
Yeah,
It's like,
It's
It's
funny
funny,
though. It's
it's
funny.
like a,
Yeah, man. It's funny. You
yeah.
imagine seeing a seagull in the air with a chihuahua and tell me that's not fucking funny.
No, if I was there, yeah.
I saw a video today of a seagull eating a rabbit.
What?
He just ate it.
I guarantee them
just
seagulls.
assumed they're
Them
vegetarian,
seagulls would have
innit?
taken
No.
that
Pulled
dog.
it right down.
Pescatarian.
there.
Them seagulls would have taken that dog to some kind of seagull island, and there would have been like
Yeah.
just a random island, and
Bear
all the seagulls they would have
on
ate
one
that dog.
chihuahua, how
No,
is that
I reckon the
fair?
dog's still running around on there.
No,
The
no.
seagulls are worshipping
Yeah,
it.
he'll be chasing after the seagulls, isn't it?
They've ate that dog. I can guarantee
You
that.
reckon?
Don't
What
be
are we
so
rating this
cynical,
meme?
man.
What are we rating this meme?
10.9.
I give it a 3.1.
Ah,
What's all this 10.9, 10.2 stuff?
We'll go
We're
with
above average,
an
mate.
average of 6 point... Hold on, 2 9s, was it?
I
Two-
think
10
no. I
point-
give it a 2.1.
2.1, 2.0.
What?
Do the maths.
Weird.
Something like a
Gets like a
5.5. Yeah, 5.5 for that meme. Next meme. Aeroplanes there. I wish I was like that plane because it can fly because it's hanging from the ceiling.
Oh, the feels, man.
That's amazing.
The
Yeah,
feels.
it's good, isn't it?
I like that.
Why are
meme.
we all so
Yeah,
depressed?
yeah. It's a depressing one.
Uh,
But that's how we connect, though, isn't it? Like depressive people.
Yeah, you want to die,
I-
I,
it
want to
kinda-
die.
Yeah.
It pulls you back into living, doesn't it? Like you know,
Yeah.
just for the meme, like live for the meme now.
Sometimes when I get to work, I'm like,
Why are we getting this deep? Do you do so?
I'm like, hey mate, I was fucking pissed off this morning. Why? Woke up.
What are we rating this meme?
I don't know. I'm happy, innit?
I'll give that like at least an 8 point something.
No, fuck him. He's got his whole life ahead of him. He's been ungrateful. 2.1.
But he's your older
That's a good-
brother.
Good view, actually. Yeah, nice, interesting, fresh
You
perspective.
said you wanted somebody.
We'll go with that. What
controversial,
was it?
so-
A 2.1.
2.1, man.
2.1.
Yeah.
Next
You want
meme.
it? Little prick.
Next meme. Son, Dad, you gonna come to my school concert? Dad, doubt it, son. Line up week shit.
That I've seen that. and it did make me
10.1,
giggle.
man. I shared that on
Yeah.
Instagram time ago
10.1.
about that. Yeah,
It
yeah.
did make me giggle, and I thought, yeah, that'll be me when I'm older.
Because I've done that to Grant when he's asked me to come to his gigs.
Oh
Ooh.
shit! At least I get gigs.
Fucking hell! 2 in a row, sunshine. Shit me. Whoa. Okay.
No, we're not okay.
No,
No, we're
well,
not okay.
actually, we're
Listen.
Hey, we're lucky we're ending it there, actually, on that one. Fucking hell.
Yeah, man.
Thanks for coming in. That was the end of the
Do
show.
you see why we're called
Yeah,
sibling rivalry?
listen, we need to
Yeah.
sort this out, like, after off camera, like, you know what I mean?
started.
Some
Look
weird.
what you've done.
Sorry, man. But have you enjoyed yourselves?
Yeah, man,
I
I've had a
fucking
blast.
loved
I've
it,
nearly
man.
drank all my wine. I've got one more glass left.
No, you have drunk the wine, haven't you?
Shh, I've
We
got
will.
this left.
We'll end up drinking the wine.
No,
Cheers.
I've had a ball. Cheers, guys.
It's been good,
Thank
man.
you.
Amazing. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
for the
Yeah, thanks very
opportunity.
much for coming in, man.
Cheers.
Love it, man.
Hopefully it's a good one. Any last words?
I can move my nostrils, and I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Any last words, Grant?
Have you got any gigs? Have you got anything? Or, no, any albums coming up? Any gigs?
Oh
Any-
yeah,
anything?
oh yeah, mate.
Plug it now.
We got gigs. If you go to the Underground on the 4th of August, there's going to be a gig by Divide the Wild. That's going to be big. We haven't
We
even
can go that, can't we?
Yeah. We haven't even spoke about Divide the Wild, but that's going to be coming. There's tracks coming. 4th of August, go to the Underground. That's the debut part 2. Be there. We did have a gig. Unfortunately, it was postponed or cancelled or
But
whatever happened.
look out for changes, though. That's coming up.
Yeah. Check
changes
out
on
the SoundCloud.
Yeah.
Check out the SoundCloud. There's a lot of stuff from Georgia. Georgia's got 2 new tracks on there. One with Matt Hand, one on her own as a demo with changes. There's also a sibling rivalry track on there. I've got myself released between 6 to 8 songs.
In the next 6 to 8 months.
Yeah. Well, it's been since January, so now
Yeah.
we're in the 7th month, and it's been the 7th song, so it has been 1 track a month.
I know we're ending,
Yeah.
but what about that debut thing? Debut part 1 or...
Yeah, debut part 1 was at the Rigger. That went well. We got a really good turnout for that.
And that's where Divide the Wild.
Yeah. Debut part 2 is going to be coming. That's coming on the 4th of August. If you're going to be at the Underground, make sure you're there. £5 on the door. There is no tickets. You just got to pay on the door. I think they're expecting people down for the touring band, so that's going to be a bonus as well.
Brilliant.
Sweet.
Thanks,
Nice one for coming in.
Cheers, guys.
Have a good one. See you
It's
soon.
been great.
Bye.
Man. Thank you.
Oh.
Woo!
That was the hot one.
Camera's mum.